So I have just started recording this meeting. All right. So you can record meetings, which you can use for training purposes or, archival purposes later on. So that's another feature of Microsoft Teams. You have captions, you have meeting attendance, and you have the ability to have up to 1,000 people attend a meeting. 1,000 people attend a meeting where you can share your screens, videos, and so on. So that's a meeting part that everybody knows. Now let me talk about Microsoft Teams as a file storage solution. So the people I see on the call, I know that a lot of us, we use a in-office file server to store our departmental MS Office files, or we use a NAS box for storing our office data. You no longer need on-premise servers or NAS boxes. You can move all your data to Microsoft Teams. Microsoft gives you a generous 1 terabyte of storage per company. So when you subscribe to Microsoft 365, your organization gets 1 terabyte of file storage solution. So all your Office folders, files that you store on your local servers, you just put it on Microsoft Teams. Advantage? You all can then access this data from mobile phones, tablets, home PCs, wherever. So imagine you need a Excel sheet which is in your office server when you are traveling in a taxi from an Android phone. How difficult is it? You might need somebody to email it to you and so on. Or if you're at home, you do a remote desktop or a VPN or whatever different solutions with your files on Microsoft Teams. They are very secure and you can just access them from a PC or a mobile phone. I'm going to show a live demo of this. So this completely changes things. Your employees can now access your office data from their mobile phones or home PCs. And also with Teams, you can have multiple people co-author files simultaneously. So let's take a Word file which I make and then I send it to somebody in my office for editing, and then it goes back and forth between people. With Microsoft Teams, you can have two or more people edit and work on the same files simultaneously. So you actually don't have to send and receive files back and forth. You can absolutely, be working at the same time. So on the screen, we have shown you a screenshot of the Xpress Teams. So, like you, we used to have in-office servers where we used to host our accounts and marketing and sales data and so on. Now we've completely moved to Microsoft Teams. So our various people, our accounts, sales, marketing, purchase, we made various teams and we moved all our data to Teams. The advantage is now Express team members can work from anytime, anywhere, and we have a lot more security. Though we are able to give access to people from their mobile phones, we have a lot more security than what we had with this data in the company. And the same Express Teams, we've shown you a screenshot on a mobile phone. This is what our employees see when they are accessing our office data from a mobile phone. So imagine a person traveling in a train, he needs a specific Excel sheet. He just needs to go to the right team, right folder, open the sheet. He can edit it on his mobile phone and save it back to the teams. So truly 24 by 7, anytime access for your company employees. And then, of course, I talked to you about Microsoft Teams as one of the best meeting apps. So you have up to 1,000 people who can attend, you can record, you can kind of have virtual background, you can blur your background. So amazing features that you get. And you can even do live events with up to 20,000 people. And that's a huge number, but yeah, live events can have a lot many people where you can absolutely deliver studio quality presentations to a large audience. So with Microsoft Teams Chat, Unlike your phone chat on, let's say, WhatsApp, where you need your phone to be, the prime device, and you can chat through your phone. But Teams chat absolutely follows you through all your devices, in office, on your PC, when you're traveling on your phone, on a home PC. So, the same chat continues, and you can have pictures, files, photos included in your Teams chat. So, very powerful tool. All right. So, like in our own organization, we made various teams like marketing, HR, IT, projects. So, you can absolutely make these kind of teams in your organization and then give access to specific data to specific people. All right. So let's say I have finance information that is only needed by my accounts and finance people. So, only they and the management might have access to that data. The others can't even see it. All right. Same way we have sales and marketing, folders, which other people in the office don't need to see it. So, we can absolutely, have access to only sales and marketing people for this data. So this is how you can segregate your data. So friends, just to summarize, Microsoft Teams by itself is a great modern workplace solution. You have huge storage where you can share files, documents, and absolutely have live co-authoring. And Teams is literally the new meeting room for us. I mean, we often have our own people, attend meetings from homes. We are meeting customers on Teams. So Teams has absolutely become the new meeting room. And then you have chat and security included as well. So that was Microsoft Teams. Now let me talk about OneDrive for Business. OneDrive for Business again is a phenomenal product. Actually, there's nothing to learn. You continue to work on your PC as usual. And what you do is all your work that you do, you can save it under your OneDrive folders. You have 1 TB each user. 1 TB each user is a lot. So everything that you do, let's say you create a Word document and save it, within seconds that document is already there on your OneDrive storage. And then you can access it from your mobile phones or tablets or home PCs. So you are literally carrying your office laptop or desktop data with you wherever you go. So, to tell you very simply, OneDrive is your personal storage on the cloud. So it's like you are walking with your office PC wherever you go, but you actually just have a phone in your hand. So I'm going to play a short 2-minute video to show you what you can do with OneDrive, and then I'll move ahead. Right, friends, that was OneDrive. I'm actually going to show you a live demo of OneDrive and Teams, so where you will realize that some amazing features. So with OneDrive, you can actually share your files just by right-clicking on a file or a folder and give access to either a single person, multiple people, or just about anybody with a link. All right, so amazing features that you have with OneDrive. Okay, now let me talk about Microsoft security. So friends, this is kind of a normal thing that all of us access our work in some form or the other on our mobile devices every day. But with all your employees, accessing your office data and working from mobile phones, we need to tell you one thing that, it is you who are in control. You can protect your business data. You have full control over what devices are allowed to access your office data. And you can secure your devices, defend them against threats with the Microsoft security, which is already there included in your plans. All right. So, the message here is while your people can work anytime, anywhere, but you still have full control over access. All right, so let's take some common scenarios. It's very regular that we get a suspicious email and you don't know whether to click or not. And often there's also attachment with it. So I need to tell you that today with Microsoft 365, the Microsoft 365 server itself have a phenomenal capability to detect malware, spam, ransomware, and so on. And in fact, attachments can in fact be opened in a sandbox so that, just in case it's a malicious file, it will not corrupt your PC. And you can even enable multi-factor authentication like a OTP for users every time they want to access your company data or emails. So there are a lot of security features built into Microsoft 365 along with your Windows 10 PCs. All right, another scenario that we often face is you might send sensitive information to a specific person in your organization and you don't want this information to go beyond him or her. So with Microsoft 365, you can prevent mails from being forwarded, printed, even saved locally. All right. And you can prevent certain sensitive information like credit card numbers and so on to be included in any mail sent by anybody in your office. All right. So there is a lot of data leakage protection facilities available with Microsoft 365. And yes, often employees leave your organization, but you have the capability to archive every mail of that person. So just in case you need it for compliance or you need it for records later, you have it. All right, now this scenario again, where you or somebody in your organization, you leave your phone somewhere and now you're worried that it has your office data. All right. But you really need to again understand this that your plans come with a specific feature where you can remotely wipe information on lost and stolen devices. So your mails, your files, folders on that phone is not accessible to anybody. And again, you can do this on an Android phone, you can do it on an iPhone, you can do it on any device. Right. So, you can keep your company data secure and prevent it from falling to, outsiders. So here I'm going to play a short video on Microsoft security, and then I will go through the demonstrations for Teams and OneDrive. All right, so that was a short explanation of Microsoft security. So with this, friends, I'm done with the features of Microsoft 365. There is a lot more, but I don't want to go into all of it. All I want to leave you with is one statement that with a simple Microsoft 365 plan, you have 24 by 7 access to your PC data and your company's data, and literally your teams are able to work from anytime, anywhere. So all in all, you know what, as business owners or senior working people, what you're looking at is phenomenal increase in efficiency and productivity. And this literally, we have seen it. We have done this for so many customers. This absolutely transformed your organization overnight. I mean, like I said, in the last 2 years, we've done this for thousands of employees across our customers, and phenomenal changes. So, with this, I want to just give you an idea of what plans are available from Microsoft 365. So you have the business basic plan, which in India sells for 1,500 rupees a year. That's it. In which you get a 50 GB Exchange mailbox. You get 1 terabyte OneDrive, and you get Microsoft Teams for every employee. I repeat, this is for every employee. So every employee gets a 50 GB mailbox. Every employee gets 1 terabyte of storage, and Microsoft Teams has got the capability, of course, like meetings and shared 1 TB storage across your entire organization. And then you have business standard where you have MS Office, apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on, which you can install on 5 users of that particular user. So, very, very affordable at around 7,000 rupees. You are able to install MS Office on 5 devices owned by the same person. Then you have premium and the app for business plan. So at 1,500 rupees to start with, all the features that I showed in my presentation till now are already included in the 1,500 rupee basic plan. All right. So that is the kind of low cost that we are talking about. All right. So for people who are still working the old way, I mean, we would definitely say that your call to action to truly, truly turn into a modern workplace is definitely to adopt Microsoft 365 Business and deploy Teams. Replace your in-office servers with Microsoft Teams and use it, of course, for your meetings and chat. And then see that every user is using OneDrive and deploy Microsoft security. All right, so questions that people often ask us is, do we need to do any upfront capital cost? No, there are no costs. All you need to do is pay for the Microsoft plan that you want for a year, and then you can change that every year. And the lead time to change could be as less as 1 day or probably a few days, depending on the old data that you have to migrate. And you have best-in-class support and help from Xpress. So we ourselves at Xpress, we are a Microsoft Cloud Solution partner. So we do deploy Microsoft Teams for all our customers. We set up teams and channels. We integrate it across all your devices. And then we help your people drive OneDrive across all their devices so that each and every employee has access to his office data from wherever he's working. And then your mails, contacts, calendars, wherever they are currently hosted, we help you migrate them to Microsoft 365. And that's it. So we've been doing this for years. We've got a great team of trained and expert people, and our core expertise on modern workplace solutions. So all in all, just imagine all these tools across your entire organization. You have a phenomenal, workforce, which is absolutely able to work from anytime, anywhere. Okay, guys, with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and give you a short demo of OneDrive and Teams. Just give me a minute. All right, so what you see now on your screen is the Microsoft Teams app that I use on my desktop. So guys, in our office, like I showed you a screenshot, we've got various teams and all our data that used to be on servers earlier are now on Teams. So, all the documents that anybody needs, files, whatever anybody needs is simply available on Microsoft Teams. All right. And with the one click, we can upload new folders, we can upload new files, create new Word Excel document from the app itself. All right. Now let me show you how we've integrated Microsoft Teams right into Windows. So you can see our Windows. So the same Express core team, all the files and folders that I showed you in the app is absolutely available to me on my Windows as well. I do not even need to go to Teams. So all the apps, all the folders and files that I need are absolutely here. And I can access it on my phone and tablet as well. So this is Microsoft Teams. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to access this same Teams. Uh, all right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen with you. All right. Just give me a minute. All right, so what you see on your screen now is absolutely my Android phone. Imagine I'm traveling in some part of the world and I don't have my PC with me, or I'm commuting to office or going back home. All my office data, which is related to this team, I'm absolutely able to carry it and access it on my phone. So, let's say this particular folder where, I need the company's PAN card, one click on the PDF file and the PDF file just opens. And this is it. All right. So imagine I am absolutely able to access about, I think, 700 GB of company data from my Android phone. All right. So let's say I need the Express 10 number. It's all here with me. So I'm opening files at will on my Android phone. Right. So earlier to do this, I would obviously need to be in office, go onto my PC, log into my server, and then kind of access this from my server folders. Now doesn't matter. I am just walking around with a phone and I have access to my company data. All right. So this was Microsoft Teams on Android. Similarly, I use it on my Apple iPad all the time where I am able to access company data. Right, so yeah, let me go out of this. All right, now I'm coming back to my Windows PC. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my OneDrive. All right. So now what I've clicked on is absolutely my OneDrive for business, so OneDrive Express computers. So this is my personal data. So this is my personal bank and tax files, my car papers, this is everything related to me. This doesn't need to be on the company's team folder. So these are all my personal data. Nobody in my company can see it. All right. So here I can just right click on a particular folder. And let's say I want to share it with the employee Prashant who's on call now. And I can just give access to Prashant. Sorry. Uh, yeah, so I can just click on share. And within a few seconds, I can give access to Prashant. And Prashant can access all the files of this particular folder. Or I can, just copy the link and send it to just about anybody and everybody. So let's say you need to share hundreds of pictures with somebody, your friends. Are you going to mail hundreds of pictures to each of them? No. Just go to the particular picture folder, right click and send a link to all your friends. They can access it from your OneDrive anytime, any device. All right. So this is your personal OneDrive. I have 1 TB of storage. And what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to show you a live demo of how I work from my mobile phone. All right. Just give me a sec. I'm going to share. All right. What you see on your screen is now going to be my OneDrive. All right. So imagine I'm traveling. I'm not in Mumbai and I need to access my PC's data. My PC is on my desk in my office. So often when I'm commuting in car or I'm traveling and I need to access my personal data. So let's say I needed a particular car, RC book of a particular car. So here it is. All right, I need an insurance paper. So here it is. This is my car's RC book. I'm absolutely accessing it from an Android device. I personally have around 200 GB of data, could be phones. Could be my pictures, videos, personal documents, tax documents, bank documents. I have access to my entire personal data on my Android phone or any phone. It could be a Apple phone, doesn't matter. What I'm trying to tell you is that I am accessing my personal data on my Android phone here. All right. So this is how simple, how easy, and how efficient, I have become with Microsoft 365. All right. Where one is I have my contacts, calendars, and mails synced on all my devices. With Teams, I'm able to access company's data from my PC, of course, but even from my phone and tablet. With OneDrive, I'm able to access my personal data anytime, anywhere. So guys, with just a small investment, what I've done is we are able to have everybody in access in Xpress work anytime, anywhere. All right, so this is what I want to leave you with. Simply the message where you can absolutely embrace the modern way of working. It doesn't really cost much. You can have 24/7 data access enabled for your users, and you can still have the right security in place so that unwanted people cannot access your data. So with this, if you have any questions, you can ask me now, or you can, of course, mail me your questions later after this workshop. We will be glad to answer them. Any questions you can ask me now, or we can close this workshop. All right, no questions now, so we can close this workshop now. Thank you so much for attending this workshop. We do hope that you've realized the kind of phenomenal changes that come into your organization just by embracing a product like Microsoft 365. So as a Microsoft Cloud partner, we have enabled lots of our customers to literally be a modern workplace within just a few days of going here. So we would love to help you be a modern workplace in the coming times. Do come back to us with your queries. So once again, thank you so much for attending this workshop and hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.